oh, if I was a man, I would have sex with every woman I see. Getting sex as a man is easy. Dating as a man is easy. This is the perception of a large enough number of women out there that think that just because you're a man, you are having the best time of your life in dating. But one thing a lot of these women that think this completely ignore is that you as a woman, you're looking at that man from the perspective of a woman. You're looking at him as a woman. Because, and I see this a lot with my female friends. They say, oh, don't guys, aren't men having sex? Aren't men having women in their DMs? No. So, number one, you are looking at that man as a woman because women on average has access to sex easier and faster than the average man by default of you being a woman. Okay? No matter how unattractive a woman is, she will get sex by default. Okay? And the kind of people she will sleep with will range from tall to short, different types of body types. She has access to sex as a woman. Now, the struggle comes when women are looking for deeper connection and relationship from the men they like. That's where that chaos starts coming from. So when a woman is complaining about men, she's not complaining about every man. She's complaining about the men she likes, the men she's attractive to, or the men she's attracted to. That's one thing you have to understand. When a woman is complaining and talking about men, she's not talking about me and you. She's talking about the guys that she likes. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. So another thing is this. Number one, the first point is this. Women are a lot pickier than men when it comes to sex, when it comes to dating in general. Okay? And number two, there's data to prove this. Most women don't find most men attractive, just as a trickle-down effect from point number one. So point number one, women are a lot pickier than men, number one. And number two, a lot of women do not find a lot of men attractive. So if you as a woman think that you're going to change to be a man and have access to sex, you have to understand that the moment you switch to become a man, you now fall into a category of maybe out of 100 men, one woman might find only 5% or less of those men attractive. So by default of you switching to be a man, you now lose those privileges of being the one that selects who gets to have sex to now being the one chasing the woman, pursuing the woman to get sex. Does that make sense? Because that is what's really happening. So a lot of women that think that men are having easy access to sex, you just have to fill in those gaps because a lot of women do not find a lot of men attractive. Women are pickier than men. So once you become a man, and once I'm a man, once you are a man, you automatically fall into a small pool because a lot of women are picky. A lot of women do not find a lot of men attractive. So just wanted to put that out there because there's a lot of women that think that, oh man, being a man is so easy when it comes to sex and getting dates. Listen, guys, I'll tell you, being an average man is not that easy. You're not going to have access to sex as women think. It is what it is. There's something called Pareto rule, which means 80% of production is done by 20% of people. This applies in business. This applies in school. This definitely applies in dating. 80% of women only find 5, 10, maybe 20% of men attractive. 80 to 90% of women only find 10 to 20% of men attractive. So when a woman is complaining, they're only talking about those group that they like to her. I hope this makes sense. I'm happy to answer any questions should you have. I know it's a rant, but let me know if you have any questions.